everyone! Welcome to a new video. In this video, we will be facing an Evelynn, which I have heard is a very hard matchup for some Lillia 1 tricks. This is mainly because she gets fed off your laners while you AFK farm or take her camps. She will just sit in lane and get free kills, especially in lower elos when people don't realize getting a sweeper or a control board really helps to prevent Evelynn from getting dark seal stacks early, and if she gets dark seal stacks early, she can one-shot everyone, including your tanks that are actually building magic resistances. So we'll start off by clearing our top side jungle first. Do your standard Lillia clear Raptors into Krugs into red buff. By starting red, we gain some early power with slow spurns and healing over time. This will help us in our invade against the Evelynn. And I know Evelynn started bot side because their bot lane was missing really early, meaning that they helped her leash. So if she starts bot, that means she'll end up blue and I can meet her there. And that is why I also decided to start on my top side, because I can rotate from my red buff at level 3 and hopefully catch her on a camp after she uses her cooldowns. Here I catch Evelynn on her wolves, and I attempt to snatch a big fat juicy one with my W. Of course I miss, and she gets a heal from completing the camp, so all is fine for her so far. In retrospect, I should have used my Q because it's faster, and the W has a little bit of a lag before it actually lands its hitbox, so if you really want to snatch something really fast, I would recommend you use your Q instead of Lillia's W. Since Evelynn concedes her blue buff to me, I know she will try to take my bot camp, so I immediately rotate to them and I just ignore the drop. All there is bot side is the scuttle in my own camps. Of course I want to protect them. Evelynn is weak and Lillia is stronger early. Wherever she goes, I try to be there and contest before she hits 6 and becomes deadly. But then I see Zed is pushing in a wave and I get distracted and think, okay, he's low HP, maybe it's a free kill. But of course I died to a 1v2, so it's not completely the end of the world, but I do get a kill and get some gold out of it. In the end, Evelynn does take my blue, which isn't as great because I wanted to put her behind the CS. A blue for a blue is an even trade for both junglers. However, she does die for it because she flashed for me to secure the kill in the 1v2, and she makes the fatal mistake of just being stuck in the river trying to get the scuttle, and of course Talia rotates because she manages to push in her mid wave and gets a free kill on Evelynn, who doesn't have her flash up. With Evelynn dead, I go straight back to farming my camps, and I have my eye on the Raptors to see if they spawn. I just want to take as much as possible before she hits 6. The less gold and XP on her, the more on me. Talia gets into a duel with Zed, and I try to help out by bowling with my E. Of course, all it does is give her some vision, and she gets a kill. It's so tough landing Lillia's E's, I still have trouble with it. Here, Evelynn and I battle over the Raptors. I have my smite up, which is always a good idea to have when you do plan to invade, as you can secure a camp with it. I do manage to get the Raptors, but their bot rotates and I have to flash out. Talia just wants to push in her wave and spend her gold, so she is not going to fight this, and my bot lane are nowhere near me, so I just had to get out of there as soon as possible. My bot sees the little skirmish I had with Jinx and Evelynn, and they rotate to Dragon. I don't think it's a good idea since Zed is going to be back before Talia, and Talia will be walking back from base. So I just ignore them and go back to my Raptors to wait and see what Talia will do. It's always good to be efficient. If you're not doing anything, if you're waiting around, you might as well just clear a camp. I think the threat of Nautilus just standing there menacingly and Talia's potential arrival to the fight made them back off. So everything just resumes back to normal. Everyone is just chilling and farming, and thankfully Evelynn and Jinx and Lulu, they stop hitting the Drake. It's always good to punish enemies when they are hitting Drakes early because they do chunk their HP bar a lot, and you could finish them off after the Drake hits them a bit, and then you could potentially steal the Drake. So that was my plan there. That's why I was walking into the river. Fortunately, now my sequencing for my farming is a little messed up, but it's better to try to snatch some objectives. So yeah, I'm happy with my decision to rotate there for nothing. Anyways, since Evelynn backed off into Seed's Drake, she is going to try to cross-map me by taking the grubs, thinking that I'm still going to be hitting the Drake. Usually weak early game junglers try to do this, so whatever you do, try to follow wherever they go, try to follow their every move and contest because you're stronger early. They can't take anything if you're there preventing them from taking it. I actually thought she would be on her red because she doesn't want to be where I am, but luckily she was on her wolves and I actually caught her. A good tip into Evelynn is that Lillia's W can buffer CC. Once you hit W, like the hitbox will come through even if you are CC'd, and it's a really good trick into Evelynn because if she does charm you, you walk forward and you W anyways. That you land your W on her because you're like getting charmed into her, so it's just a free W to hit on Evelynn and secure a kill. After I clear Evelynn's camps, I go to my top side, clear my own camps, and then maybe rotate top to help my team. I thought they would be okay with the 2v2 without me, but Lillia unfortunately gets shut down. In retrospect, I probably should have been there. I should have peeled away from my camps, but as a farming jungler, I want the guaranteed gold. So I try to finish my camps before I rotate. It's a bad personal habit of mine. Anyways, Gnar does chase Zed into me, so I kill him. And at this point, my Dark Seal stacks are pretty beefy, and I'm getting really big. And I'm planning to go Rod of Ages. If I'm getting an early lead, I like to go Rod of Ages into Assassin junglers, Assassin mid laners, because the Rod of Ages healing and the extra bonus HP and AP it really helps you dish out damage, but also survive their burst damage too. Unfortunately, at the Drake fight, Evelynn does get the Drake, and she dodges my ult with her ult. Her ult makes her unstoppable. I think she also flashes to gain as much distance from me as possible, because my plan was to baby chase her down and kill her on her camps, but I did wander around her jungle and wasted time. She was not there, there were no camps up, so I ended up just recalling and getting my Rod of Ages completed. My Rod of Ages did save me from Zed. He did try to kill me. But anyways, with this bot gank, my bot lane successfully kills Jinx, and then I just kind of come there for the Dark Seal stack and kill Lulu. Here I'm taking the scuttle again because I was probably autopiloting. I should have been up top where Evelynn was. She killed Gnar and was taking the Void Grubs. Lillia thankfully comes through and steals a Void Grub on top of killing Evelynn, which is so good because since the Void Grubs are gone and Evelynn's dead, I have nothing else to do but kill Evelynn's camps and get more XP and gold for myself, and taking away her XP and gold, putting her further behind. And since Evelynn is dead, and that is most likely going to stick mid, I have a natural flanking position from Evelynn's jungle. I think their bot lane isn't paying attention to the map because I'm so very obviously in Evelynn's bot side camps, clearing her camps. My team gets free kills bot due to their inattentiveness. Jinx runs opposite from Lulu and they're separated, so Lulu has no one but herself to ult. Jinx gets chained CC and dies, and poor little Lulu is trapped wandering in her jungle trying to escape. She has nowhere to go except into the loving arms of Lillia. Since the enemy's bot lane is Zed, and I'm pretty sure Zed is nowhere near a bot and Evelynn is somewhere top, it's safe to do the Drake. I actually don't really like taking Drakes on Lillia early because it takes forever to do. You should really only do it once you get Leandries, and if you want to get early Drakes before the Leandries item spike, make sure you have a teammate helping you take it, otherwise you waste so much freaking time when you could be clearing your own camps or even the enemy's camps. The best champs to take Drakes with Lillia are an AD champ, like an ADC or a Pantheon mid, or even Brand. I mean, he's not an AD champ, but he's a APC type of champ. Yes, Brand takes Drakes really fast, and in my opinion, it's really unfair that Brand takes Drakes faster than Lillia when they kind of have the same damage over time type of kit thing going on. They should really be the same speed. But that's just my personal grievance against the Lillia and Brand matchup. If he's played jungle, he definitely outscales her faster early because of his fast clear speed. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's a ban for me sometimes. Anyways, back to the gameplay. Lulu dies trying to replace Vision, so she's dead. She can't really ult anyone, and Evelynn tries to steal the Drake, but luckily we kill her and secure it. As always, when the enemy jungler's dead, try to take the camps, so I do end up taking Evelynn's Raptors and her blue buff. That Jake's is all alone under turret, so Nautilus and Tristana jump her, and then later on Evelynn shows up to maybe try and get a pick on Tristana, but Nautilus is a good support and peels for her, and they end up killing her too. And with Evelynn dead and Lulu dead too, we can safely take some of their mid structures. Or not, because, the enemy team is smart and clears the wave, so we can't siege anymore. So here I am, just clearing my camps, and this team fight started because Nautilus was prepping for Baron and clearing Vision and all that, and he left Tristana alone. Since Tristana was alone, Evelynn found an opportunity to go in and try to kill her, and she successfully did, even though I wasted my ult and flash to try and peel for Tristana. Once your fed ADC is dead, you should just back off from the team fight, but Nara's hovering, and it looked like he wanted to get some action, so I stayed too, but, in retrospect, I should have just backed off, because ultimately Spurner came, suppressed me, and then Zed came and killed me. It was a numbers disadvantage from the start. Even though we got Ace, they didn't get Baron, all they did was push mid. And once we spawned, we were prepping for Drake when we spotted Jinx and Lulu in mid. And they were alone mid, so everyone just collapsed on them and took out their ADC, so they couldn't have any team fight potential afterwards. And since the enemy team reacted slowly to Jinx and Lulu getting collapsed on, they entered the team fight one by one, which meant that our team could easily focus each target, and they just sort of died one by one, and that's how you end games or have like a game-winning fight, because everyone's death timers are a little desynced that way. We get a free Baron since Evelynn and most of their team is dead. Once we kill Baron, I take advantage of the fast recall to finish my build for the next dragon fight. For this game, I'm building an anti-assassin build, which is Leandri's for its damage, Rod of Ages for the level advantage, because level ups give you base stats increase, and then Zhonyas for Zed and Evelynn are, and if that cooldown is down, you can always use the Locket of the Iron Solari for its shielding and resistances. And of course, defensive boots. I went steel plated caps because the Jinx and Zed were a little bit fed this game, but if the Evelynn was fed, I would have went Merc Treads. Once you have Baron, you'll want to stay in lane to apply pressure and siege. Generally, it's 4 mid and 1 person side laning. Nara ended up dying to the Zed in the side lane, so I decided to go bot with Nautilus and Tristana to apply more pressure there. The enemy team overextends trying to chase us, and we end up killing them. I focused Lulu first, so she couldn't save Jinx with her ult. With Jinx dead, they really don't have anyone to clear waves, because Jinx is the only one who can deal with the empowered super minions and the Baron minions. They do end up killing Tristana though, because, Evelynn, Zed, they do a lot of burst damage. But even with Tristana dead, we can still take their base because we don't really need an ADC if we have empowered Baron minions and super minions. I hope this video was informative on the Evelynn matchup in regards to builds and invades. Please let me know if you prefer voiceovers instead of my usual subtitled videos. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch all the way through.